the weather outside's getting shitty. And it was it looks nice now, but it was just snowing here about 5 minutes ago. We took 4 cars into scrap because, you know, the end of season's here. And we're basically just cleaning up, getting stuff gone. I think I broke down like maybe 45 rims last night. I'm getting ready to go to town here tomorrow night for 2 weeks worth of work. But with the crappy weather comes build season. So we have a fire going inside here. Nice toasty fire. And we got this Solera up on the hoist. Now you guys see me tear this apart. You see me tear apart another car for parts for this car. So we have all these parts. You can see the snow that was on it. So what I want to start doing on this car is I want to start stripping this thing down. I know it's already stripped down. Strut's got to come out. That hoist arm actually has to go underneath the car instead of beside the car. I want to pull these control arms off. I want to get the other control arms on. The reason we're swapping them is I'll show you why that is in about 5 minutes as soon as I get them out there and show you. I'd like to get the 4-cylinder spindles into it, maybe just dangle in there. I need to get the high pressure line off of this power steering rack and get the 4-cylinder line on and just start cleaning off all the brake fluid and everything. I'd like to put the pedal assembly into this, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get that far today or not. But I'd just like to kind of do a little bit more on the front end of this. So let's get it down and let's start doing some work. So this is a Solera control arm. This one, there's actually nothing wrong with it. It's just rusty. But I'm going to say maybe it weighs 10, 12 pounds. This is a Camry arm. Nothing wrong with it. Much, much heavier duty. I'm going to say that probably weighs 15, 16 pounds. Yes, it's got holes in it. But I actually think that's a lot stronger than this. So we just pulled them out. They're the exact same control arms. They actually are interchangeable very easily. But the bolts are different lengths. I've already put anti-seize on them. So when you guys put them back in, short bolt, long bolt with a nut that just goes up on top of there. So we're just going to put those ones on here and show you guys the difference on the car. And there you go. We have this control arm in there. Super easy. This is just something I like to do. So here's the Camry control arm in it. As you can see, bolted right in. And here's the Solera control arm, needing to be removed. You can kind of see the structural difference. They're still pretty thick. They're almost a 3/16 thick control arm that's been stamped. But honestly, I feel more better having the thicker steel than that. I've actually bent these before. I have never bent these, but I was just sent a photo of a gentleman that actually did bend one of these, and I just wanted to say, wow. If I still have the photo in my messengers, I'll put it up right in the video now. But let's do the other side so we can have both of them done. I am going to throw away the Solera arms. They're no good to me. I'm not going to keep them. Throw them away, put the 4-cylinder, Camry stuff in. So let's get this side done and we'll be right back. Well, we've done a bit of work. We got some spindles on this side. We got the tie rods connected. This side here, I never even took the axle out of the spindle. So this side here is all connected. We have the old Camry control arms on. The Soleras are just on the ground. I ended up pulling out a whole bunch more junk out of this thing. But it's starting to look pretty good. So I've come up with a plan for the brake lines. So my plan is that side there runs to this splitter right here. I'm going to take it apart and run it to the front. And then this one here comes out of here and goes right into there. So I'm going to take it off there and I'm going to rebend it and put it into that one. So then that way I can get rid of all the other brake lines on this car. So that's my way of just, I don't even have to run new lines. I can just thread them into the existing spots. So I'm going to see if it works, see if they're long enough, see if I can maneuver them around to get them to the point where it's going to work. So let me try and I'll get right back to you guys here. I'm going to probably remove a couple of them that are in my way and then go from there. Probably do this side first though, just to get a couple of them out of the way over here. Well, it's not the prettiest, but it's done. So that one there wasn't actually long enough to reach, but I stole the 90 that two 10 mil brake pieces thread into, and then did that one. I should have made it a little bit longer, so then that way I could have clipped it in, but I didn't. Anyway, so the brakes are done. That one was the easiest one because I just looped it right back to itself. So the ABS is gone. It's on the ground. All the brake lines are out. There's brake lines everywhere. So a lot of you guys ask me how to get rid of that. I don't normally get rid of it because I usually never have issues. I do usually get rid of the two back brake lines, which are these two. This one and this one. Usually I just cap those off and put them back in. But you guys always ask for me to show you how to get rid of stuff, so it's gone. ABS is gone. All the lines are gone. Power steering lines are changed out. I think I did that before. I do have to take this motor mount off. And then, honestly, I think we're almost ready for some of the interior and maybe getting ready to place an engine in here. So, yeah, I guess let's get going on that shortly. But still need to do a little bit of cleanup. I definitely need to clean all this up, that's for sure. So let's get going. Well, now that the shop's all cleaned up, we got all the stuff out, we got a fire going because it's cold today, I can actually feel like I can move around in here. So what we're going to do now is we're probably going to start pulling this thing out. So that'll be for tomorrow's video, but what we're going to do is we're going to pull it out, start taking some of this stuff off. The carburetor is a great idea, but I don't think it's going to work for what I want to do. I do not have enough knowledge with carburetors to make this thing work. I was born in 88, so carburetor started being phased out around 89. Was pretty much the last. Chevy was like 85, Ford was like 85, but imports like Mazdas and Toyotas kept carburetors right up to about 89, 90. So I was being born right as carburetors were disappearing. So unfortunately, I don't have a huge knowledge of it. So I'm more of an EFI guy, and we're going to swap this thing back to EFI. So make sure you come back tomorrow, and we'll start the swapping process on this. We're going to be taking this transmission off and putting that one on as well, because I don't think that one's any good, and I know that one's good. It might be good. It's been sitting there for like 2 years. Hopefully it's good. I think it's good. I hope it's good. Let's put it on.